Have you noticed how India's IPO market has been exploding? Every few weeks, there's a new listing, a new headline, and a new wave of FOMO. But here's the real question. Are these IPOs truly wealth creators or just hype driven events? Today, we are breaking down the Neptune Logitek IPO, one of the latest in the logistics space. And more importantly, should you even bother applying, or are there smarter ways to gain exposure? Let us find out the answer to this question through an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more smarter and faster way. So over the last 5 years, India has seen a massive surge in IPO activity. Back in 2019, total IPO fundraising was around 12,985 crore. Fast forward to 2021, that number shot up to 1.19 lakh crore, and 2025 we are already at 94 IPOs raising 1.54 lakh crore. But here's the catch. Out of these 94 listings, 64 gave positive listing gains, 30 listed in the red, and the average listing gain is just 9.4%. So you really have to ask yourself, is picking IPOs one by one worth the effort, or is there a better way? Hold that thought, we will come back to it. So Neptune Logitek, founded in 2012 and based in Gandhidham, Gujarat, is an integrated logistics and supply chain company. They operate across road, rail, sea and air, providing freight forwarding, documentation and customs coordination, tracking, specialized cargo handling, end-to-end EXIM logistics. So they also run a fleet of 190 plus trailers across key hubs like Gujarat, Chennai and Tuticorin. So yes, the business is relevant, asset-backed and connected to India's booming trade ecosystem. So some of the key details of the IPO are: the IPO size is 46.62 crore, which is fresh issue only, and the price is 126 rupees per share, and it opens on December 15, 2026 and closes on December 17. So the listing is based on BSE SME on December 22. So retail minimum investment is 2,52,000, which means one lot is equal to 1,000 shares. And that 2.52 lakhs minimum investment, it is a reminder to us, is this IPO worth blocking that much capital for? So the funds will be used for buying new trucks, logistics equipment, repaying loans, general corporate use. So pretty straightforward. They want to expand their fleet and reduce debt. So let's start with what the company does well. It does customized logistics solutions, end-to-end freight forwarding, strong understanding of trade regulations, so scalable model for both small and large businesses. So this is a global partner network in a sector where reliability matters. These are meaningful positives. But what about the risk? Every IPO looks shiny on paper until you zoom in. Neptune Logitek comes with a few concerns like heavy dependence on a handful of suppliers, high customer concentration, vulnerability to freight rate fluctuations, dependence on third-party service providers, rising fuel cost exposure. Cargo isn't physically verified, which is a big regulatory risk. So now think about this. In logistics, where margins are already thin, how much risk can you really afford to take? So here's a quick snapshot presented on the screen of the IPO's key performance indicators, which you can pause and see. So this might seem solid, reasonable or even debatable. You can decide, but let's look at the financials. So for year 2023, the revenue was 187.71 crore. Profit after tax comes around 0.18 crore, and for the financial year 2024, the revenue was 175.76 crore. So the profit after tax was 0 crores, and financial year 2025, the revenue was 260.74 crores. So the profit after tax was 9.16 crore. So revenue growth, yes. Profitability recently achieved, debt still on the higher side. So again, is this the stability you want before an IPO? So here's the truth. IPOs are exciting but also unpredictable. In 2025, nearly 1 out of 3 IPOs listed negatively. And honestly, your allotment adds in a popular SME IPO pretty low. So, before applying, ask yourself, is this money you can afford to lose? Are you chasing hype or making a rational decision? And will the company's long term fundamentals justify the valuation? If the answer is uncertain, that's a signal. So, what could be a smarter alternative? So, instead of chasing every IPO, you can get IPO exposure through equity mutual funds. First of all, IPO focused funds. These funds specifically invest in recently listed companies. Examples: Edelweiss recently listed IPO fund, Mirae Asset BSE Select IPO ETF/FOF, Motilal Oswal BSE Select IPO ETF. So they offer diversification, research backed selection, access to anchor quota, lower risk than direct IPO chasing. Number two, diversified equity funds. These also invest in high quality IPOs when valuations make sense. You get better risk management, long term compounding, tax efficiency, and professional fund managers deciding for you. So the question becomes, why chase unpredictable listing gains when you can compound quietly and consistently? So after looking at the company, the numbers and the risk, the big question is chasing IPOs even the best strategy for most investors? Let's be honest. Playing for IPOs feels exciting. The anticipation, the allotment mail, the listing day buzz. Who doesn't enjoy that? But excitement isn't a wealth building strategy, right? So think about it. Do you really want to apply for 10 or even 20 IPOs without even knowing whether you will get allotted? And what about your money getting stuck for days, sometimes weeks? Now compare that with mutual funds. No need to chase dozens of IPOs, no capital getting blocked, and no guesswork, hype, or even FOMO. So instead, you get something far more powerful: professional research that weeds out weak or overpriced IPOs, a portfolio designed for long term compounding, automatic exposure to India's strongest emerging companies without filing a single IPO form. So ask yourself, why run behind every new listing when a professionally managed fund can do the filtering for you? Direct IPO investing brings excitement. Mutual funds bring structure. So which one do you think builds wealth? So here is the final takeaway. The bottom line is IPOs can be attractive. They can deliver big gains, but they also come with uncertainty, volatility, and the constant risk of overvaluation. For most retail investors, a portfolio driven approach, especially through diversified or IPO focused mutual funds, offers a much better balance of risk, return, and peace of mind. Fund managers evaluate business models, valuations, market cycles, and long term potential before investing in any newly listed company. So instead of chasing allotments, refreshing IPO status pages, or worrying about listing day swings, you can simply let professionals take those calls, because at the end of the day, real wealth isn't built by catching every IPO. It's built by investing consistently, smartly, and patiently through equity mutual funds.
If you want to read more about this policy, then you can definitely check out the blog post we have posted on our website through the link in the description. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.